Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sky. Most of you are probably new to my channel because it is a pretty new thing that I'm doing, but I'm so excited to show you this dream tour I have planned today of an island called Fawn by the creator Nutmeg Isle. The creator's socials will be linked in the video description, but I just think that Edna is so talented. I'm not quite sure how to describe the themes that she's done, but each one of her islands has been more amazing than the last to me. The whole island feels like we are on a nature hike through an enchanted treetop forest village, and I just love the vibe of this whole island, how natural everything is, how many trees were used, and how much terraforming and waterscaping was used, because I'm a big fan of a lot of terraforming. Make sure to go show the creator some love and follow her. And if you enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like and hit that subscribe button. I think that is such a smart idea to use these to sort of transport around the island. I think that that is a great way to get from resident services to the airport, especially in a dream like this. And I absolutely love that water code that the duck is on. I love the clouds that this DA is set in. I love all the codes on the ground. The dirt path is one of my favorite codes to use ever. I'm currently using it on my forest core island, Meadow Bay, and I'm obsessed with it. I have used it pretty much all over my island. Same with these wooden deck, I'm not sure really what to call them, but these planks right here, I love these, and I have also used these on my forest core island. Great codes. And I'm just gonna quickly take a look at the map. We have 3 reps, and we have all of Edna's villagers: Ellie, Bee, Coco, Wart Jr., Fauna, Dobie, Grizzly, Teddy, Ketchup, and Daisy. All cuties and a very beautiful map. The 3 reps were Edna, Sarah, and Mare. And here is Sarah's tent. I love how this is decorated. It's like a little bathhouse on the beach. Perfect little details. The leaf piles inside the tent. I think this is such an inspiring way to decorate a beach. I love the details that were chosen, the paths that were chosen, this little seating area over there. She has some of my favorite villagers on this island, like Dobie and Teddy. They're such cuties. And we've got an incredibly gorgeous view right here with that 4th level decorated. Oh my goodness. And all of the items in the water, like those flowers, the weeds on the bridge. And of course that is because of the spicy switch, but that's okay. I still think it is amazing and incredible to look at and admire, as I'm sure a lot of us do. It's just super fun to walk around and look at all of this. And I love just little water elements like that. Wart Jr. is right there. I think that is our 3rd villager maybe that we have seen so far. I love all the mushrooms dropped on the ground and so many ducks around the island. Maybe that has something to do with the forest theme, or just the fact that there are so many lakes and water elements in this island. But here we have a gorgeous view of the campsite as we're walking along the path, and we will see the campsite later as we come to it, but that is just such a gorgeous view as we are walking by. It's almost like we're on a hiking trail. And this little tiny bridge right there, kind of one lane with the swinging bridges on either side, this was one of my absolutely favorite views of the entire island. Wow. Just look at that terraforming, the cliffs. I just love that there's like a seating spot right here. It's centered in the middle of this incredible view. Even the placement of that bridge in the background. This is a perfectly beautiful view. And the terraforming looks so natural too. There's not a whole lot of straight lines. There is a little bit here and there, but mostly it feels like you are winding through a forest and hiking your way through the mountains. I really love that about this island, how natural it feels. And there's so many weeds and bushes and natural elements added to this island. Here we have Dobie's house, I think, and the little trail sign. That makes sense because I felt like we were on a hiking trail. Ooh, I love this sunken area right over here. I don't even understand how she is this good at terraforming. It just blows me away, to be honest with you. I think I used to be a little bit better at it, not this level, but like look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's another one of my favorite areas of the island, I think. And we are coming up on another little rep home, and I think this is Mare's home. Super cute little tiny house. Oh, I love the way that this is decorated. Very cute and cozy. It's kind of got a little bit of a vintage vibe, but a little bit spring, summer too, with the greens and the yellows. I like the patterns on the bed and the cushions and the blanket on the floor. That is beautiful. Making our way back down, we run into Edna's little rep with a cute little message, sweet dreams. And just gonna slowly make my way back down this forest path, admiring all the details. I love even putting an acorn on top of a mushroom stool. Putting unexpected items on top of little stools is very forest core, I think. And we are gonna check out this view right here, which is another great forest view with the bridge in the background and the terraforming with the waterfalls. And again, we have the swinging bridges on the side of the cliffs to make a gorgeous sort of horizontal land bridge, which you don't see very often. And just opening up the camera here, we have another gorgeous view with all of the trees so overgrown, and the gentle wind and the stream. It's just so peaceful and gorgeous. I love the use of the tire toy here and the seaweed right here. It's just a tiny cute little spot. I keep panning up because there's lots of great views. The whole island just feels like we're in a real forest, just taking a peaceful nature hike through the wilderness. Forest core islands are definitely my favorite, I think, because when I visit them, or even just islands that feel like a forest, I feel super inspired, and I'm just reminded of how much I love this game and why. I love this little fishing spot by this lake here, and little shoes, and the fishing poles and lantern. That's adorable. I'm gonna hold the balloon, because that just makes the scene even better. And this is the campsite that we saw a little bit earlier. I did promise that we would see it later in the tour, and here it is. The suspension bridges are some of my favorite to use, especially for this theme. And coming up on another really cute area with this little van area, and there is seating out in front of it. It feels very peaceful and cozy, and there's little kittens and a cat on the front of these face cutout standees. I love when I see people incorporate these into areas, and I love the use of items behind the cutout so that it's not just empty sky or an empty view that you're looking at, but it looks full of plants and foliage. The other thing that I really love to look at on anyone else's island or DA is villager house placements, because I really struggle with that. I always end up running out of room, I feel like, and putting the last one on the beach. But I love how this is laid out with faunas in front of grizzlies. I think that that is a really smart layout and great terraforming there. And this is a really nice cozy spot behind Grizzly's house, little seating area with the zen cushions and the stack of books. Lovely details here and all around. This is such an incredibly stunning beginning to a land bridge. It is definitely one of my favorite land bridges that I've ever seen anyone make. I love the way that these natural items were used as barriers, the rocks and the log stakes and the brown street lamps. I love the way that this path is broken up with the weeds, and again, just the little duckies everywhere bring me so much boost of serotonin and a little bit of joy just seeing all those little duckies everywhere. And this feels like such a long land bridge. I really love that. I love how it's such a focal point and big area of the island. Just kind of transports you across this huge, beautiful water space surrounded by gorgeous waterfalls and terraforming into the other part of the forest. And I just love exploring this island. I think that it's amazing. And we wouldn't be me if we didn't stop mid-tour for a short little nap on this hay bed. I love this villager house too, how it's towards the back of the island and you can see the ocean when you pan up. It's got a little green mum garden on the side of this house. I'm not sure whose house that is, maybe Ellie's? I love how natural and hidden away this area is, the customization on the stall, and I think that the garden wagon behind that teapot is probably one of the most creative things I've seen. That's so cool. That kind of it took me back for a second because I was like, whoa. Had to pause the video for a second, so I'm sorry about that, but I think that was probably intentional because it looks like it's flowing, popping out with flowers. Just little details like that make everything about this island so beautiful. And Edna, the creator, is just incredibly talented. She is amazing and has a great eye for detail, is really great at terraforming. I'm pretty obsessed with most of her creations. I get treehouse vibes from this area. I really love the way that the pathing is laid out, and this villager house over here all just feels like I'm up in the treetops and in a treehouse or something. I love this simple little seating spot for Teddy, and the little mug of coffee and pail, simple little details, and another tiny land bridge here. And then I love the way this is terraformed with kind of a skinny path, but it looks very natural with big overgrown forests on either side. I also love that she used bamboo, just kind of bamboo trees incorporated in there, and then different heights of trees, of course. That's my favorite, these little baby trees. But I love the pops of bright neon green the bamboo gives, and I don't think that you see people use bamboo a whole lot. The path to this area is kind of hidden, but this is another beautiful spot. A little seating area for stargazing with the telescope and this little cushion and beautiful view looking up at the moon with the lake and the butterflies. I love that. All the colors are gorgeous together, from just the color of the sky, which has to do with the time of day and month the game is set in for the DA, and just the codes, all the colors are perfect together. I think the eye for color here really shows. It's really detailed and gorgeous island. Wishing well area. I love that this is surrounded by the blooming bushes that I haven't seen a lot throughout the island. There's use of all different kinds of bushes, but here we have the hibiscus ones, and so it's really looks like a focal point surrounding that wishing well, and the pathing around it is lovely. There's so many unexpected aspects to this island, like the use of different flower types and mismatch of flower colors that I wouldn't think to use and items I wouldn't think to use. I love that car code right there. Another use of the face standees, and this is a flower field in front of this house. I love how natural this looks. It looks like a park area, and I love the single fences right in front of the house. That's really beautiful. And this water over here, I love. This whole area is just gorgeous. That sunken tree is so cool. Just gonna go inside the house here. It's just the main room that is decorated, but I love the way that this looks like a little studio apartment with a study area. I love the patterns that were used. So cute. I'm just gonna wander around this area because this is just a beautiful meadow flower field yard, and I love the waterscaping around it. The nuptial bell right there is perfect placement with the bushes around it. I love that item because you can put something inside of it. It's another one of those things that when I see it on other people's islands, I love it, but I haven't found a way to incorporate it on my own islands yet. But just every detail seems so well thought out. With the little grass cutouts are perfect right there in that seating area. And we're back to res services, but there is also another little area over here that I wanted to check out. It is a little seating area with these magazine stacks. I really love how this is right by resident services and the river. I think that this is stunning. The way that this is laid out, it feels so natural, and I just love all the little areas on this island. Every one I stumble upon is just like a new surprise. The way that this dirt path was used, and we even have some rocks here, and the way that this path was broken up is just so lovely. I love how natural it feels. It doesn't feel like there's too much pathing all over the island, and it leads you exactly where you need to go. You don't get too lost on this island, even though it feels like a hike in the woods. It has a very good flow. And here is museum area on the beach. I love when people keep ladders in the tent, even though I feel bad for him because, alas, scientific discovery suffers, but it is a much more aesthetically pleasing museum than having the actual museum itself. A little baby coconut tree over here, and I love that fencing that's used in the background. This looks like a little honey farm with the bees and the beehives. I love that right there. And this pier, I love how some of these seating areas match the interiors that we saw. I love that piano bench. I think that's my favorite variation. And again, all the patterns that she chose are just beautiful. I'm just gonna make our way up the beach, and there's another one of the little reps, so we're gonna talk to her real quick. Have you seen Gulliver? I don't think so. Sadly, I got all the things from Gulliver, and then I just started ignoring him, and he was on my beach, and I just kind of left him sleeping. But I'm sure that his crew found him eventually. At least that's the headcanon that I have made up for Gulliver, is that his crew finds him even if we don't wake him up, and they save him, hopefully. Another lovely beach seating area with the donuts / beignets over there. And I love the different coats that were used on the beach, the sort of peachy tones. I really love that. And some of the items that were dropped on the beach are a little bit different than the ones that are in the main areas too. And here's Abel's, which we haven't gotten a full look at yet. But it's sort of right by resident services, but far enough from it that it's got its own little area and perfect little decorations outside of Abel's. So overgrown and natural. And then this is like, I don't know what to call this type of pond, but like a lily pad pond. This is beautiful. I love these codes and the white ducks and mum cushions. I'm going to take a picture here. This is gorgeous. I love this area. And Sarah just wants to be part of this picture, so she's okay. She's supervising. I don't know if she wants me to take a picture here because she looks like one of those camp counselors that's like, all right, time to move out of the area. But we did get our perfect shot right there, though. Lovely angles and just so peaceful and relaxing. I love that there is a towel right in the middle of it so that you can lay down and get that view when you open up your camera. And this is the other side of the beach, back where we didn't go when we were exploring towards the beginning of the tour. This is a lovely garden shop, flower shop area. Love that. The little stall and all the little flowers, garden wagon. I love when people take the time to decorate the rocks because they're some of my favorite spaces. And then we've got a lovely little relaxing area. This actually matches my little rep's dress almost exactly. I feel like we are one. This is so gorgeous. So many beautiful cliffs, and I'm just so in awe of all the terraforming on this island. But this right here is a very creative way to terraform the river mouth and super inspiring. I love the there is a little island with a lake surrounding it leading out to the ocean. And then this beach was kept pretty natural, but I love the pieces of barbed wire fencing. And again, I just love when people just use single pieces of fencing in different places, sort of random looking and making it look very natural. And this peninsula is just a foresty area with seating and a kid's tent. Here's Coco's house, which I love. I had her on Illyria and I absolutely loved her house. At first she kind of scared me just because of her eyes, or lack thereof. I don't know what to call them, but she kind of scared me at first, but then she grew on me after some time. And yeah. Tucked away back here is the little nook's cranny. I love the way that this was placed, sort of hidden in the forest, and I love that she kept it not upgraded. I love the look of this nook's cranny. It's much more natural than the upgraded store, and same with Blather's tent. I think that it just fits much better with the forest theme. I am so in awe of this island, especially the terraforming. I loved that it felt like I was on a hike the whole time. I love how overgrown and magical everything feels, and I'm so grateful to Edna for letting me tour her island so that I could show you all how beautiful it is, and I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did like this video, make sure to like the video, subscribe so you don't miss new videos from me, and comment and let me know what you thought. Those 3 ways are the best way to help me out and support my channel. And I'm still a brand new channel. I know I don't have a lot of content yet, but that will change, and I am going to start releasing at least 2 videos a week, hopefully, and maybe some content other than ACNH if you guys would be interested in that. Comment what you would want to see more of, island tours or speed builds or other games, but I'm super excited for the future of this channel, and I hope that you come along with me. Thank you for watching and hanging out with me. Bye!